Well, yay. Looks like we are live again. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to have a look at the quality of my streams on the different platforms. Yes, we are live on DLive. This is amazing. Welcome, DLive community. So happy to be part of it. We are live on the YouTube. This is amazing as well. And let's have a look more. Twitch should be online and Facebook is online. The whole family put together. Welcome back. Well, my name is Sabri. For those who have not been following me so far, I've been doing live streams and technical analysis and a little bit of chit-chat, blabbermouth stuff, all in regards of the Bitcoin price chart and Bitcoin price analysis. Yesterday, I need to apologize. I was experimenting with a different time frame, seeing if just streaming on a later time would be an option, because I do have a day job and I need to find a way to get everything to be working together in order for this to work. But yeah, clearly streaming when I am not 100% is not a good idea. I had troubles finding my words. Even now, sometimes, English is not my first language, so sometimes I need to search for the right words to express myself. But being very tired was like the most counterproductive experience ever. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it. So yesterday, if I remember correctly, what I was saying is that, in my opinion, I was expecting a retest of the upper range of this channel. And then, we see where we go from there. So, yeah, it did happen, almost, kind of, sort of. I think this is close enough to call it a retest of the upper range. We are sitting a little bit on the upside of this node. Now, could we see some more upside and a breakout to go to further highs? That's perfectly possible, but as long as we don't break out, close and open a new candle out of this range and really stay out of the range, I wouldn't call this a confirmation. Sometimes you might see those little tiny wicks that just try to pierce through, but all they do is just bounce on another resistance level, and that's it. Here on the downside, we see the same thing. Like, this has been tested, almost tested, but it tested the red dotted line, tested the channel, pierced a little bit through, and got rejected. So always wait for a confirmation before you really make your conclusions. On the other hand, if you would have been like very trigger happy and shorted here, then I hope you were just as trigger happy as to close your position as soon as you see that this was a rejection, because as you can tell, like, you could have lost quite some money on this one. Always be careful. And like I say, try to think ahead, try to tell for yourself what would be a confirmation of what is happening, and always expect a retest of that area. There's in order to get into a position to really be sure, I would always just wait for a retest. Or you're a breakout trader, and then you really need to focus on the real lowest lows, the real point of no returns, where you think like, this is if we pass here, or if we pass here, it's just gonna fly off. Like, then you have to set up there, and also accept that you will not be able to catch the full range. A lot of people get way too greedy and they end up losing way more than they could have even made just being less greedy, you know. So keep that in mind. I think this is kind of the one message that I wanted to throw out there right now. So let's go see what the price is actually been up to. So on the 1 hour time frame, we do see that we are actually retesting this node, and stochastics are sitting well above half of the range. If we look closely, if we zoom in a little bit, then we can also see that the line is starting to level out a little bit. This is not a confirmation yet, but you know, things could play out to the upside. It is perfectly possible. Now, what would be speaking in favor of this is that actually here we have two lows that are like on the same kind of sort of same level, where RSI has also been one testing the same level, two ending up with a little bit of a higher low. And here on this little formation here, we do see that we have a low, a higher low, a low, and a lower low on price. And now, what does that mean? I want you to say it all together. This is a bullish divergence or a bullish sign. You know, I think a lot of people are just freaking out on hearing me say divergence, divergence all the time. You know, this is the technical term. You know, I can't help it. And I think these kinds of signals are very strong indicators to me, especially on such a short retest on the 1 hour chart. This can actually signal that we did confirm, or that we are starting to confirm, a bottom. So as you can see, any one of these lows didn't make it as low anymore. You know, that was the end of the line. So now on the upside, on the way up, we do start to see a start of a formation. Well, no, actually it is a bearish divergence, because this high compared to this lower high reads on the RSI with a high on a higher high. So there is quite some distance between these points. What I think, and this is just my opinion, again, do not trade my opinion, but like I said, I often do expect a retest of that region just as a confirmation of, well, of the resistance, or it is a failed breakout, like here, this long wick up and stuff. You know, it's so hard to be catching those highs. So, you know, if you manage to short here, then, you know, I'm really happy for you. But this is not my game. I think I'd rather keep it a little bit more on the cautious and safe side. But that is just the way I'm trading. Okay, now here we do see price going more high. Just give me 1 minute. All right, my apologies. It's Sunday, and you know, the kids were trying to kill each other. So back to the meat and potatoes. This is what happens during a live stream. You know, you can't fake these things. It just happens. Yeah, what do you do about it? So yeah, back to the meat and potatoes. We could see a retest of the upper area. And just out of curiosity, I would like to know if we reach this node here at 11,480, what kind of expected RSI read we could see. 11,480. This would give us a read of 68.3. Now, this little high here is at 71.56. So actually, if we retest the upper area of this channel, then we would actually be forming a very local bearish divergence again. So this could actually indicate that this would be the top of the range for now. That would give us a little bit more of a momentum to start ranging down again. And you know, the lower edge of this range still implies the same thing to me. If we manage to hold here on this blue box, this would create a major bullish divergence on the major lows, not only on the 1 hour time frame but also on the higher time frames. So let's move up to the 3 hour time frame, just skipping the 2 hour because 2 hour and the 1 hour, they are so close to each other. I like the 3 hour because it does have a little bit of an odd closing pattern in respect of these time frames. So sometimes we do see things on the 3 hour that we are not going to see on the 4 hour, for instance. So, you know, try to compare those time frames. I also like to compare the 10 hour and the 12 hour time frame just because of the odd closing of the 10 hour time frame. Yeah. Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look. If we reach down to the top of this blue box, let's call it 11,100, what would be the expected RSI read on this level? We could be seeing a 29 on the RSI. Now let's compare it again. On this low, 29 would signal bullish divergence. On this low, 29 would be a bullish divergence. On this low, bingo, you got it as well. And then here we are not going to break these lows. These are really sitting at 24 and 23, 24. Let's call it 24 even. But already, you know, having a bullish divergence over these two lows, or let's call it even 3 lows, this would be a strong signal already on the 3 hour chart. So basically this could potentially start to look good for the bulls. Now imagine that we would keep ranging and go all the way down to this corner area. Let's call it the lowest of the lows. That would be 10,920. And just for the sake of being thorough, I would like to see what that could give us as an expected RSI. If we were to go down there, we would be sitting at 22.7. 22.7, would this give us? It would give us a bullish divergence also on this one here. And this is pretty amazing. This would be a very strong signal. Now, to me, the point of no return would be starting to range under 10,900, in between 10,900 and 10,700, because at 10,700 we could still get a strong signal for the bulls. But I'm afraid once we reach down below this level, getting back up into the range, or getting like for a real breakout, like everybody is expecting the over 12,000 breakout thingies. Once we break below this, I think this is on the short and medium term out of the question. I think once we go down there, we are going to have to expect some bounces and some resistance, again some build up to be able to start ranging up higher. Okay, so this is I hope this helps a little bit for you. Try not to place your trades on what I said, because there's no way to tell that we are going to hit 10,900. You know, you could set your trade there and be waiting all day, all week, all month, and then start blaming me because we never reached down there. This is exactly not what I've been telling you. You know, what I've been telling is what the implications could be if we were to touch this area. Okay, same thing as what I said yesterday, what the implications could be of if we touch the upper band of this channel. So I really try to express myself as well as possible to avoid misunderstanding. I'm just trying to show you how I go through my mental exercises day after day, analysis after analysis, in order for you to start, you know, getting these trader instincts, the way we play the game. Now, of course, I know this is a stream, and I do try to offer the opportunity to be interactive with me, to be chatting along with me. But yeah, for now, turns out we are not very populated on the stream, and you know, shame on you for not being there. But I know this is not your fault. I'm just really new to this. This is basically just my first week that I've been streaming. I really enjoy it. I want to keep doing this. I love live streaming my ideas. And if you really want to have some live feedback 24/7, being able to contact me or anybody in the live chat, in the live Discord, then all you need to do is sign up to ByBit using my affiliate link. I will add the link in the description on Facebook, on DLive, YouTube, and what is it, on Twitch. You should just find it in the description of the video. Just sign up, go to the website. The link to the website is what you see in the corner. Wait, do I point it in the right way, or no, it's the other way. It's the other way. It's this way. The camera is mirrored. I have no idea why, but yeah, in the right lower corner, wolvesofbybit.com, all the explanations, all the information is available there. You sign up to ByBit using our affiliate link, make your first deposit. This is going to give you a bonus like all the other bonuses being given out there. We do have some great and awesome perks that we can offer you. Once you signed up, go to the website, send me an email with the same email that you used to sign up for ByBit, so I can acknowledge that you actually did. And like this, you will get access to the VIP, to the Discord channel, where you can just stumble in day and night, ask your questions, throw your ideas around. We have a friendly chat, a friendly group of people who have been already at it for a little bit of time, so they have some valuable insight. On the other hand, for you, there's nothing to lose. You know, create an account, see what it's all about, get the bonuses And if you don't like it, you can just leave. No questions asked, no hard feelings, no nothing. Okay, so there's nothing that you will actually jeopardize. The only thing you can gain is having a nice family that you can grow in, friends and interested people who are not there to bully each other, but actually to help each other understand how they view things. And maybe you can teach us something new, maybe we can teach you something new. And this is how I try to grow this community. Okay, so what do you say? This sound fair? Just give it a try and just see what happens. Okay? Cool. Now, let's move on. Let's move on. Just a second. All right, sorry, my apologies. Yeah, this is Sunday, you know. So here, let's go on with the price analysis. I'm gonna have a look at the 4-hour chart, and on the 4-hour chart, I'm basically expecting the same kind of reads. So yeah, you know, driving down. Let's go back to 11,100 because I know I'm pretty sure that 10,900 would be my point of no return. You know, if we break below this, I'm just gonna wait it out and see how it turns out, how it plays out. But 11,100, very nice reference point. Yes, that's a really nice reference point. We have this little node sitting here, so you know, expecting a little bounce or at least a touch here is not too far-fetched. So that being relevant as a level, let's try to measure out and see on a 4-hour chart if this would also give us a bullish divergence. And guess what? Yes, it does. Out here we should be reading a 31.4 on the RSI. This low here reads at 43.3. This one next to it 40.7, 40.8, so that's these two. And then this one would be reading 32.7. So again, bingo on the bingo book. These two areas would already be showing a bullish divergence if we reach down to the blue box. All right, now let's go over to the 6-hour time frame and let's do that same exercise again, just to measure out how far up the line we can be going. And as you can see, this goes pretty far. Like, if we touch that blue box, even the 6-hour time frame is going to show a bullish divergence on those two key levels already. Of course, this one we're gonna have to dive down a little bit lower. Now, like I said, sometimes it's not uncommon to see price go down, make a lower retest, and then shoot up. This is like, this could be only like the strongest signal ever. But always be aware that, you know, it's not because we go to a second retest that it's gonna hold. Okay, so be careful playing that game, you know. Don't go afterwards blaming me because you just saw the price dive down like like a skydiver or a base jumper, and then, you know, blame me because it didn't hold. You know, this is on you. Always expect a retest, and on such a signal, don't be greedy, okay? Don't try to really mark the bottom, because number one, there's no way to tell whether it's really gonna hold or not. And then number two, if we are talking about such a strong signal, do you really think missing out on $100 on a 1% on overall, I don't know how many percent gains you could be talking, do you think this is gonna make you more rich or not? You know, like, try to take everything within perspective. So let's move up on the 10-hour time frame. 11,100 would be setting us also up for bullish divergence. Again, only those 2 points, but you know, like, we are already going to see this on the higher time frames, like even on the 12-hour time frame. Oh, very strong read, but only on the first one. So this is how far up the line we could be expecting to see a bullish signal if we were to just range down. So ranging down for now is not a big issue in my book. Okay, this is just a breather. But now let's have a look at the opposite side of the coin, because we've been talking down the entire time. But what if we actually start moving up? What we need to see in order to negate any form of divergences here is actually breaking the high here, and seeing if once we broke that high, we can have a little pullback and expect a retest of a higher low. So we're not going to shoot up here all the way straight up, okay? Because RSI is already sitting high. If we start moving up, I'm expecting possibly a test of this area. It still looks far away. Let's have a look at a more realistic area. Maybe this one. That could bring us out of the channel with maybe a retest of this low, this support line, and then break higher up. Could be. We could also break out of this orange, from under this orange horizontal resistance line, test the upper side of the channel, come back down for a retest of this horizontal, and then get ready for a full-blown breakout. This could be viable. Now let's have a look, because this is a 1 hour time frame and this is sitting pretty far away. Let's try and see what the expected reads would be on 11,940, because I think we do have something there. 11,940. What magic does it bring? Okay, I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit. And let's see, 11,940 would give us an RSI of 89.5. Now, this high here is actually sitting at 85.4. So, if we manage to break out, go for a test of the upper green line, trend line, basically we could start making a very, very strong case for the bulls, because after this I don't expect a full retest of the lower band, because we would be sitting really strong. Maybe some support here on these ranges, even going back down to 11,450 would not be a death sentence. It would just show that we are retesting this area. Also keep in mind that this channel will be moving further up as well. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna, if we go this high, I don't think we are gonna break down this hard. Maybe just going down, retesting one of those horizontals just at one of the intersections with the diagonals. Sometimes the trend lines and the crossing of the horizontals give like a very, very strong double support or resistance, like you can see here on this wick, here on this wick. You know, these, if those signals really start to line up and add up to each other, this just gives a stronger read. This gives a stronger reaction. So yeah, now all that being said, we could see a retest of the horizontal line at 11,730, and probably this would just, oh wow, guess what, 11,730 would give us like almost the exact same RSI read as on this high here. So this could be a resistance point where we actually go retest some of those lower support lines and then use these to break out. So yeah, both levels to the upside seem like they could have very strong implications as well. They're not gonna be breakouts right away, but I think this could offer a signal, a basis to start thinking about your next trade and your next position. Like I said, you know, this is a game of logic and deduction. You need to see where you're sitting at, what the next moves could be, and what those could imply. And I always prefer to set up my trades more in this kind of a way, because that it takes away some of the pressure of trying really to hit it at the right time. But this is me. I'm a very cautious trader. I also do have a day job and stuff, so I cannot be scalping and sitting there trying to maximize my profits all the time. Already, I'm really happy to be making some solid not predictions, but yeah, having some solid positions from time to time. Now, just as a finish, we are going to have a look at the dollar index. Things did not change because the market is closed. But let's have a look at the weekly, and maybe we can see on the weekly a little smudge of a hint. So when it comes down to divergences, right here between this point and this point, being this point and this point, we did see a strong bullish divergence, like a confirmation of the low. The move already played out. We did see a correction now, So it would not be crazy. It would not be crazy to expect over the longer time to see a move back to the downside and maybe do a similar thing as we did here. Retest a lower area and like maybe let's set a horizontal like about here. Maybe we could see a retest of this area, creating a bullish divergence again, and then see the dollar fly up higher again. So because this is a weekly chart, on the weekly I think we could expect a little bit of downside, a little bit of continuation for now, but all in all, there still is a little bit of hope for the dollar to pick itself out of the gutter. Mini futures on the weekly, we have seen a retest of the higher area. Right now on the RSI, I do not see a really signal for concern, except for this area with this area. Now this one and this one, if you look at the RSI on the weekly, this is looking like a bearish divergence. So be careful. Often is implied that whatever the E-mini futures and the stocks are doing, that Bitcoin will follow. Of course, this did not play out completely yet. This is a weekly chart. So before we really see these things play out the way they want to play out, we could see a lot more of uptrend first. Look at this area. I'm going to put it in another color. Look at this area with this area. We do have our high. We do have our lower high, higher high. We have been forming 1, 2, 3 higher highs compared to 3 lower highs on the RSI before we actually broke out even higher, making a lot higher high, a way higher high. And it's only here that the divergence actually kicked in and gave us this amazing, crazy pullback, and this was in March. So was it because of the divergences doing this? Was it because of the pandemic situation? I don't know. But yeah, on a weekly, divergences sometimes can be tricky to read because sometimes they just take so long before they actually play out. Okay, so all that being said, I think I'm going to call it for today. I think I've been talking more than enough. I hope you did get some useful information. Oh no, not this one. I would like you to share your experiences. Tell me how you see yourself as a trader. Tell me what kind of issues you do have, because like I said, I'm trying to grow a community. The idea is that I want to have some back and forth communication. I have been learning so much from following live streams, like very intimate groups where I could ask a lot of questions. There are a few out there that they don't have a stream anymore, like the Dang Oracle. I enjoyed a lot of his live streams. Just being able to ask questions was, for me, much better than following any expensive mentoring program. So this is why I really honestly want to give back to the community what I received. And like I said, I'm not asking for any money. I'm not asking for any investment on your part. All I want from you is to join us on ByBit, which is an amazing platform, and you will get even the bonuses, the rewards. And if you don't like what you see in the group, it's all fine, you know, no hard feelings. You won't lose a thing. All you can do is just give it a try. All right, so think about it. I hope to see you soon. Send me an email on info@wolvesofbybit.com as soon as you signed up, and I will give you access to the live Discord. All right, so now have a great Sunday. Stay safe, guys. Happy trading, and I will see you on the next Jesus, I tried to be cool and I failed it completely. Stay safe.